Okay. So, okay, I'm live. Yay. Um, so, hello, everyone. I just felt like coming on live. Was feeling really kind of under the weather, but then all of a sudden I took a walk and I did some channeling, and it just felt so wonderful. Got so much wonderful stuff, and I just wanted to come on and share them with you, I guess. So, but before I do the channeling, I'd like to just share also. I think I've shared this. So I've been doing these channelings now for about a year now, a little bit more than a year. And so I probably shared this Course in Miracles lesson last year, but I will again because it is a wonderful lesson. So I'm on lesson 130, and lesson 130 says, "It is impossible to see two worlds." And this is this is part of the whole Course in Miracles idea or philosophy, that there are only two paths that you can go down. There is only the path of love and the path of fear, and there is nothing in between. There is no in between path. You either choose one or the other in every single situation, um, every single decision you have. That is the choice. It looks like you have many different decisions, but there's only the choice of love or fear. And so just there's always, I mean, like I really suggest, if you're not doing the Course in Miracles, to get the book and just read through the whole lesson. They're online too, free online. um, but the book is good because then you can write on it. I like to write in the books. I'm one of those people who like to write in books. So yeah, so there's so much wisdom in this, and there's so much wonderful stuff. So I'll let you read it on your own time, and I'll just bring up some of the stuff that I've always thought is so amazing here. So here's one of the quotes: is "Fear must make blind, for this its weapon is. That which you fear, that's what which you fear to see, you cannot see." So fear is what blinds you, right, to what is really happening. Love and perception thus go hand in hand, but fear obscures in darkness what is there. And and then I'll just read the first paragraph, which is, yeah, it sums everything up wonderfully. Perception is consistent. What you see reflects your thinking, and your thinking but reflects your choice of what you want to see. Your values are determiners of this. For what you value, you must want to see. Believing what you see is really there. No one can see a world his mind has not accorded value, and no one can fail to look upon what he believes he wants. So, yes, so what you value becomes the choice of what you want to see, and then you think of it, and then you see it. So those are the steps. I think that's. Oh, and then one more quote. I should probably just read the whole thing, but yeah. Anyway, here we go. Fear has made everything you think you see, all separation, all distinctions, and the multitude of differences you believe make up the world. They are not there. Love's enemy has made them up. Yet love can have no enemy, and so they have no cause, no being, and no consequence. They can be valued, but remain unreal. They can be sought, but they cannot be found. Today we will not seek for them, nor waste this day in seeking what cannot be found. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I recommend this book. By the way, so I should introduce. So my name is Jason, and I'm a Course in Miracles student, and I am a channeler. And what I'd like to do now is channel. So here we go. Yes, here we go. Greetings, everyone. This is Esmeralda. We are Esmeralda, you might say. We are we would say, a interdimensional, you might say. We come from a different dimension. We are a mermaid collective, you might say. So I am Esmeralda, and I am a part of this collective, and we exist in your universe, you might say, in a different dimension on your earth. but in a different dimension of your earth. And we are here today to give you a wonderful message that the water, that you are made of water, and that water is what makes everything, and that you are love, and that the love can inhabit the water, and you can use the water to spread the frequencies of love. And this is part of our training. This is part of what we are helping this channel to understand, is the usage of water. Every morning he does a meditation that we have taught him. It is a water meditation where he stretches out his arms and he imagines he's the ocean, and then he stretches out his arms and imagine he is all of the rivers and all of the world, and then he stretches out his arms above his head and he imagines he's the rain. And when he imagines he's the rain, he's not just the falling rain, but he is all the rain all at once, and all of the rain falling both at the same time. And with the rivers, he is all of the rivers all over your planet at the same time. He's both flowing and he's both there at the same time. And when he is the ocean, he covers the whole planet, and he is bigger than any small problem he might find in his world. And these are the three meditations that we often bring through for him to understand, and to understand the water that he is made out of, and to be able to come to terms with that water and understand the power of the water. Now, we often tell him that he needs to go down to the waterfront, down to the rivers, down to the oceans. And this is something that he has not done very much of. And this is the next step that we have to push him into. And this is something that we would push all of you into, if you would be willing to go, is to go to your water, go to your rivers, go to your ponds, go to your lakes, go to your oceans, go close to the oceans, and just sit next to the water, sit next to the water and feel it, feel the energy of that water, because the water is transmitting so many frequencies on your planet. It is transmitting so much. And if you sit very quietly and you listen, you'll be able to gain so much wisdom and so much knowledge from the ancient knowledge that the rivers and that the water possesses. The water is holding all of this information, a giant hard drive containing all of the information of all of your history, all of your ancient history. Nothing is covered, nothing is hidden, and you can hear it from the waves. You can hear it from the rustling of the water and the wind, and it is there. It is there for you to listen to. And that is our message today, that the water holds so many secrets for all of you. And we would not say so many secrets, but the water holds so many of the gifts that are already yours and just waiting for you to realize that they're there. This is what the water can do. And this is our message to you today. All right, guys. So, yes. So that is the message for today. I guess it's a very short message. So, and as you can see, I've changed my background. I've got Van Gogh, and I'm going to change this one too, because many Japanese people say that, well, they don't say that it's silly, but they say that it looks like I'm in an ancient Japanese inn. But so I'll have to change that. Yeah, I guess one other thing I wanted to talk about, speaking of Japan, is so Japan is known as a very peaceful place, and there's this thing in Japan, and it's called a word that they have, and I think it's a wonderful word because I don't think many countries have this word, and the word is heiwa boke. And what that means is that, there's so much peace and you're so safe here that people tend to kind of be out, space cadets, you might say. They're just in their heads. They're just kind of wandering around like, I don't know where I'm at, and not thinking sometimes. And well, sometimes that might not be a good idea. I think on an overall, it's really nice to have a place where you can do that, where you can just walk down the street and just not worry about your surroundings and just be in your head and just wander around with no fear, and just absolutely no fear and no worry about anything. Except of course, don't walk out into the highway, whatever. But I mean, other than that, there's nothing to worry about. And that's called like heiwa boke. And a lot of times people who live in Japan for a long time, like their face structure kind of changes because they're not always worried about things that are happening around them, and so and trying to look kind of menacing, like, hey, don't don't mess with me, I know what I'm doing. You don't have to do that here. So you just kind of like have this like, hey, which I think is a wonderful, wonderful thing. I hope that every country on the planet can experience this. I think it's a wonderful thing to be able to experience. Um, and just like everything, everything has its good side and bad side, the yin and yang. But I think it, as an experience, it's a wonderful thing to experience. So I recommend Heiwa Bokeh to everyone. So anyway, that's it for today. Just wanted to come on and share this energy. I'm just feeling this wonderful energy. I wanted to share it with you guys. And yeah, anyway. Oh, one other thing is Esmerelda. She wrote a book, um, or I channeled a book with her meditations and with the Hathor's meditations, and you can purchase it below if you're interested. But I think I just gave it all away, the ideas. So anyway, ciao.